everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is LK, and today I thought I was going to take you along with me to some estate sales and garage sales in the area to see what kind of stuff is out there, what people are getting rid of, how much it costs, all that good stuff. However, I didn't really find anything interesting in the pictures of the ads. Usually people put photos of stuff that they're getting rid of, and I was like, I don't know, none of that stuff really piques my interest. So I decided to expand my search a little bit on like the best flea markets and vintage markets in Southern California. And even though there's a couple swap meets and stuff, I didn't see anything furniture or home decor related, especially in this area. But as I was searching, I came across this market that I've never heard of, which was surprising to me. It's called the Palm Springs Vintage Market. And it's surprising because I absolutely love Palm Springs. I've been many times and it's so mid-century modern. I'm sure you know this, it's like an iconic place in California. And I didn't know that they did a flea market. In February, they actually do 2 a month because one is at the end of Modernism week. And this happens to be Modernism week, which is very exciting to me. And I saw that their second market is actually tomorrow. So I'm gonna wake up tomorrow at like 5 a.m. and drive the 2 hours out to Palm Springs and see what this market is all about. And I'm gonna take you guys with me. So I will see you in the morning. Okay, so we just made it to Palm Springs. I'm really excited about this. Hopefully I'll find something. I got some cash in my wallet and we'll see what comes up. But yeah, let's go check it out and see what this is all about. These are really pretty. They're so like hefty. These are pretty. This is such an awesome glassware collection. Oh my god, these are chic. Look, I love these. Ooh, this is nice. I really like this table. I feel like if we had a bigger couch, this would fit in the house. And I like that it's round. That's insane. This is pretty, huh? Looks like Big Sur. 1969, the Monterey Coast. Okay, we should get this if it's not expensive. Ooh, these are fun. We could make these probably. Yeah, this is awesome. Gosh, these are great. Look at these napkin rings. Love this. Oh my god, it spins. Obsessed. I love a good lazy Susan. This is insane. Can you imagine doing that in your house? And like soft too. That's cool. Okay, wait, I love this lamp. Wow, these are wild. There's like so many things that I've seen at the estate sale store or thrift stores or anywhere else in general for like $4, and then here it's like $45, which is wild. This is so cool. Love all the green glass. This is a pretty frame too. I'm just so into green lately. I don't know why. Oh wow. That's really pretty and minimal. Looks like a lemon. I love this chandelier. This is really cool. Y'all, I wanted this rug so bad. I thought it was so cool looking and I haven't ever seen anything like it. And I'd love to have something like this in my living room at the moment. But this stain on it, I just wasn't sure if it was gonna come out, and the guy was gonna sell it for super cheap, but it wouldn't be worth it if I could never get the stain out. So I'm so bummed. Oh, these are pretty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's so cool. Francoma. These bowls I found for like $4 at the estate sale place, and I thought I picked them up. I'm so upset because people resell them for a lot. Giant ashtray. Looks like the, oh, this is amazing. So, wine. Why I like cool ashtrays so much. Oh wait, I have these. I found them like at a thrift store. That's a lot though. Honestly, so many different people here and different booths, but it's actually kind of small. There's only like maybe 8 different rows, and there's so much good stuff because it feels really curated. It feels like these people were vetted to be vendors or something like that. It's not like the Rose Bowl or like Long Beach where there's just tons of stuff. The stuff here is a little bit more expensive. You have to really search for the cheaper stuff, but it's here. Oh, I love this. Do you like that? Do they look like too religious? You're so cool. It's like, I don't know if I like the pointiness. It's so pretty. So cool. 3D. That's actually really good. How you doing? It's like wood. Wow. These are so cool. I love these. That's so pretty. Wow. That's so fun. Oh my gosh, I have some of these on my Pinterest board. Oh my gosh, this looks like a deviled egg dish down here.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it's so fun.
Check it out.
Fireplace set. I really want the lawn chair so bad, but it's so expensive. I think we've been here for like
3 hours or something, and it's been really great. I think we actually managed to go through like every single booth and talk to a lot of people and learned about a lot of things, so that's been really great. It's like only mid-century stuff. It's super curated. There's not a lot of like clothing, and if there is, it's like from that same era. So honestly, there's like so much stuff here, and every time I look around, it's like I see something else and I feel like I missed it by just like walking past it too fast. I've walked up and down a few aisles a few times just to make sure we haven't missed anything. That was really successful. I thought we found a lot of really good stuff for really good prices, but it like required the hunt, you know? So you had to kind of really search for the good stuff, but there was plenty of it, and there was plenty of people who actually did want to barter, and I got a few deals on things. So I'm kind of excited to go through that haul and share it with y'all.
Alrighty, you guys, it is haul time, my favorite time of the video because I get to show you all the cool things that I found and style them in my apartment. So let's jump right into it. So I think one of the first things that I bought were these napkin rings, and I think these are so beautiful. The guy who was selling them said that they're Danish, and I really think that they have such a unique shape. They've got these tapered edges to them, and it just feels super mid-century, and they're made out of teak, so they're definitely valuable, and I got these for about $20. I absolutely never run out of uses for napkin rings, and I love to do table settings. I think it brings such a fun design element to the table. The next thing I found is this pie stand, and I really thought the color was just so beautiful. If you can't tell, I really do love yellow and green. It was only $8, so I was like, I have to get this. I just really think it's nice if you have friends over, and I often do, and I make a quiche for them or something like that, and I can put it on this nice little stand. And again, I think bringing design to the table is just so much fun. Speaking of table design, I found these beautiful green napkins. I think that these are just such a great color. They are a little bit lighter than the chartreuse tablecloth that I got around Thanksgiving that I use a lot, and I think that that brings a nice contrast to the table, and I think that they really pop if I didn't have a tablecloth. And I think I've been looking for something that kind of brings a table to life, because a lot of mid-century stuff is wood, and so if you've got a wood table and wood napkin rings and maybe wood candle holders or something, you've got to bring something else in there texture-wise or color-wise to really break it up. And I think that this is just such a moment, and it makes me feel happy to see something so bright and colorful, and they were only $8. The next thing I got were these two candle stands. These are made apparently out of rosewood. They're worth a lot of money. They are missing like the needle on top, but I can just probably put in like the needle of a thumbtack or something in there and like maybe glue it, and then I can reuse it for different types of pillar candles. But I thought that these are great, especially because every time I find something like this, I usually always find one. So because I found two for $20, I had to take these home. When I was prepping for Thanksgiving last year, I went out and thrifted a lot of different items, and a lot of them had this gradation to them. I love like the cream, the brown, and the dark brown. And I do make a lot of quiches and pies for the holidays, and so I thought it would be fantastic to have one of these, as I don't have like a crustless dish. So I think that this was really cool, and it was only $2.99. I'm not sure how vintage this is, but I thought it looked vintage, and it's really pretty and matches some of the ceramic things I have already. This next thing I found is really interesting. It's not something I usually gravitate toward because of the coloring, but it's this table runner, and they didn't know if it's Moroccan or Persian, but it's really, really beautiful material. It feels really nice, and I love the coloring and how it's reversible. I am really into kind of the browns and the greens, and so I feel like bringing in some of this like purpley color is a little bit different for me, and I'm not sure how I might use it, but I do like the blue in the background. So I think it's really nice to use something that is kind of outside of your comfort zone, and I'll see how I can play around with it. Otherwise, I can see myself turning this into like a rug or runner, but it's just so pretty and has such a great texture. I don't know if I want to put it on the floor under people's feet. So either way, this was $5, and I'm really happy about it. I think it's just such an interesting find. Another thing I got that's kind of out of my comfort zone is this painting. I just saw it and absolutely loved it because of the coloring, and I'm not a huge bird fan, but I think that the flowers on here are so beautiful. The colors are beautiful. It's hand painted, and it was $15, and I probably could have haggled for a lower price. However, I've been looking for art, and I really appreciate this one, so I was really happy with that. Alrighty, so my next thing is something that I keep being attracted to. It's these trays. I've got such a myriad of different trays now, but the coloring on this one was so nice. Of course, course it's green, of course it's kind of chartreusey, and it's a little bit rough. It's got some nicks and things here and there, but this guy gave it to me for $8 and I just love the color and I think it could be a really nice centerpiece. I also thought maybe I could take this and flip it in some way. Maybe I turn it into like a frame for a piece of artwork that would fit in here. Something like, you know, non-traditional. So for $8, I was really happy about this. So my next purchase is really cool and it's something that I've been looking for. I'm really sad though because I dropped it when I got home and it stopped working, but it is this really pretty clock and it's made out of solid wood. It's super heavy and it has this really dainty arms on it, but I dropped it and like a piece fell out and now it's no longer ticking. So I think I need to like take this somewhere to get it repaired. However, I did have ideas about this to like flip it to be a little bit more in my design style because this does feel a little bit more industrial than it does mid-century or coastal. But for now, I just need to get this back to working order and put it up, and I'm really excited to use this. Alrighty, that's everything that I got at the market. I was being a little bit picky about what I picked up. However, I absolutely loved that experience. I had so much fun. There are so many cool things there. I've actually seen a lot of these things in thrift stores or at estate sales or at that estate sale warehouse that I was at for a lot cheaper. So I kind of held out on some of the things that I really wanted to get. There were a few things too that I just couldn't imagine in my place right now. But if I get to the point where I set up a shop and I can list some things online, I'd love to do that. Because this was the Palm Springs Modernism Week market, I think things were just priced a little bit higher. A lot of collectors were there, a lot of like local residents, people who were not afraid to spend that money. But other than that, thank you so much for spending your time with me today. And I hope you really enjoyed this experience and that it inspired you to be creative. Let me know in the comments below if you saw anything that I missed. And if you liked this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you didn't, I guess give it a thumbs down. And make sure you subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Alrighty guys, I will see you next week. Bye.